Tear Institute.
Corey, do you think one egg gives you all the vitamin D you need?
Of course. The yolk is yellow, and the sun is yellow. That feels scientific.
The color does not tell us how much vitamin D is inside the egg.
So food nutrition is more complicated than matching colors.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tear Institute English podcast.
Today, we are talking about vitamin D in food.
This is a follow-up to our earlier episode about why many people have low vitamin D.
We will not repeat the long sunlight discussion today.
Right. Our main question is simple. Can you get enough vitamin D from food?
And the answer is not just yes or no, is it?
It depends. Vitamin D can come from food. Some people may get a meaningful amount from natural food sources and fortified foods.
But very few foods naturally contain a lot of vitamin D.
That is why getting enough from food alone may be difficult for many people.
So today we need careful English, not big promises.
We will practice 3 useful questions and sentences. We will talk about foods that contain vitamin D.
We will also learn how to read simple information on a food label.
We will compare vitamin D that is naturally present with vitamin D added during production.
We will also talk about grocery shopping, breakfast, vegetarian choices, and vegan choices.
And we will practice polite ways to describe personal food choices.
I am also ready to stop judging vitamin D by the color yellow.
That may be your biggest lesson today. Let's start in a supermarket.
I am standing in front of 2 cartons of plant-based drinks.
One carton says, fortified with vitamin D.
The other carton does not mention vitamin D on the front.
Which one definitely tells us that vitamin D was added?
The first one, because it says fortified with vitamin D.
That is the useful clue.
But both drinks are plant-based. Do they not have the same nutrients?
Not necessarily. Plant-based products can be very different.
So plant-based does not mean fortified.
Correct. A plant-based drink may be fortified, but it is not automatically fortified. Fortified means nutrients were added to the product during production.
So the original drink may not naturally have that amount of vitamin D.
Right. The company added vitamin D while making the product.
I can say, this drink is fortified with vitamin D.
That sentence is clear and useful.
What should I check after I see the word fortified?
Check the nutrition label or the official product information when it is available.
The front of the carton gives me a clue, but the label gives me more detail.
That is a practical way to think about it. In the supermarket, you can ask, is this fortified with vitamin D?
Is this fortified with vitamin D?
That question asks whether vitamin D was added during production.
I could ask a store worker, or I could check the package.
Yes. The package may be more reliable for exact product information.
I see another phrase on the carton. Contains vitamin D.
Contain means to have something inside. A food or drink can contain vitamin D naturally, or it can contain vitamin D because it was added.
So the word contain alone does not always tell me where the vitamin D came from.
That is right. You may need more information.
I can ask, does this drink contain vitamin D?
That works well in a shop or café.
Can I ask, is this yellow enough to contain vitamin D?
You can ask, but the carton may refuse to answer.
I will stay with the label.
Now let's learn our first main phrase. Say, is this a good source of vitamin D?
Is this a good source of vitamin D?
A source of vitamin D means a food provides some vitamin D.
Does a good source mean it gives me everything I need?
No. It means the food provides a useful amount, but it does not automatically mean it provides all a person needs.
So the phrase is helpful, but I should not make it too strong.
Exactly. The amount can depend on the food, the serving size, the product, and the country.
Let me try a short role play. Is salmon a good source of vitamin D?
Fatty fish, such as salmon, can be an important natural food source of vitamin D.
That sounds more careful than saying every piece of salmon gives everyone enough.
It is more accurate.
What other foods naturally contain vitamin D?
Egg yolks usually provide some vitamin D.
My yellow egg returns.
It returns, but one egg should not be presented as a full day's vitamin D for everyone.
My color theory is having a difficult day.
Some mushrooms can also provide vitamin D.
Mushrooms are not yellow.
That may help you stop using color as your nutrition system.
Fair point.
Mushroom vitamin D can vary a lot. Some mushrooms exposed to ultraviolet light can have more vitamin D too.
Does that mean every mushroom is a strong source?
No. Ordinary mushrooms are not automatically a strong source of vitamin D.
So it depends on the mushroom and how it was produced.
Right. The package may give useful information.
That makes grocery shopping more important than guessing.
It also shows why the phrase may contain is useful.
Some UV-exposed mushrooms may contain more vitamin D too.
That is careful and clear English.
What about milk?
Some milk products are fortified with vitamin D, but not every milk product is fortified.
And some cereals are fortified, but not every cereal.
Correct.
The same is true for plant-based drinks.
Yes. Product, brand, serving size, and country can all matter.
So the main answer is already becoming clear.
How would you say it?
Food can provide vitamin D, but getting enough from food alone may be difficult for many people.
That is balanced. Now let's build a simple breakfast.
I choose 1 egg, cereal, a plant-based drink, and mushrooms.
Is the cereal fortified?
I do not know. The box has a bright sun picture.
We have discussed pictures and colors.
Right, I need the label.
The cereal may be fortified, or it may not be.
Is the plant-based drink fortified?
We need to check the carton.
And the mushrooms may contain different amounts depending on how they were produced.
That is the idea.
Does this breakfast provide enough vitamin D?
It can contribute to vitamin D intake. But the total depends on the specific products, serving sizes, how often you eat them, and the rest of your diet.
So 1 breakfast may help, but we should not promise it gives enough for every person.
That is a safer way to say it. A serving is the amount used for the nutrition information.
If the box says 1 serving, does that mean the whole box?
Not always. One package may contain more than 1 serving.
So the vitamin D amount may be listed per serving.
Yes, if you eat more or less than 1 serving, the amount you consume changes.
We do not need difficult math. We just need to notice the serving size.
That is enough for today's English practice.
Let me read a simple label. Serving size, 1 cup. Vitamin D, amount per serving.
That means the number is for 1 cup.
I thought it was for the whole carton.
That is a common misunderstanding.
If the carton has 4 servings, the label number is still for 1 serving unless it clearly says something else.
Right. Always check what the amount refers to.
And if I only drink half a serving, I get less than the amount listed for 1 serving.
Yes, you understand the basic idea.
My breakfast is becoming a reading lesson.
Grocery shopping often is a reading lesson. Let's talk about vegetarian and vegan choices.
Different people choose different foods.
Vegetarians who eat eggs or dairy may have some additional food options.
Vegan listeners may look for fortified plant-based foods.
Yes, but a product being vegan does not automatically mean it contains vitamin D.
I can say, you can check whether the product is fortified.
That is respectful and practical.
I can also say, this product may fit your diet.
That sounds polite because it does not judge the person's choice.
What if I want to describe my own choice?
You can say, this option suits my diet, or I prefer this product.
That keeps the conversation personal.
Right. You do not need to tell another person what they must eat.
That depends on your diet.
Another useful sentence.
This option may suit some people.
Also respectful.
Should we discuss vitamin D2 and vitamin D3 now?
Not in detail today. Our focus is food, labels, and useful English.
That keeps the lesson simple.
Some people may discuss a suitable supplement with a doctor, dietitian, pharmacist, or another qualified health professional.
But we are not deciding whether a listener personally needs one.
Correct. Personal needs can differ.
All plant-based milk has vitamin D.
That statement is too absolute.
How can I say it more accurately?
Say, some plant-based drinks are fortified with vitamin D.
Some is safer and more accurate than all.
Also, plant-based drink may be a more accurate general term than plant-based milk, depending on the product and country.
Some plant-based drinks are fortified with vitamin D.
That version matches the facts more carefully.
So careful English can also make nutrition information more accurate.
Very often, yes. Let's do a friendly listening practice.
I am ready.
I will read 3 short product descriptions.
I will decide which products may contain added vitamin D.
First, this drink is fortified with vitamin D.
That one contains added vitamin D because fortified means it was added during production.
Second, this cereal contains added vitamin D.
That also tells us vitamin D was added.
Third, this product does not list vitamin D on the label.
I cannot confirm vitamin D from that label.
That is a careful answer.
I listened for fortified and added.
Those words helped you find the answer.
But if vitamin D is not listed, does that prove there is none?
Not always. It means the label does not show it in the information we have.
So I should say, the product does not list vitamin D, not the product has no vitamin D.
That is more precise. A label is the printed information on a food or drink package.
It may show serving size, nutrients, ingredients, and added vitamins.
It may also tell you whether vitamin D is present or has been added.
I can say, check the label for vitamin D.
That is clear everyday English.
Can labels be different in different countries?
Yes, wording, units, and legal definitions can differ.
So we should not teach one universal rule for words like high in vitamin D.
Correct. Reliable product information matters.
What is the difference between this food has vitamin D and this food is high in vitamin D?
This food has vitamin D means some vitamin D is present.
This food is high in vitamin D is a stronger statement.
Yes, we should not use high in vitamin D unless reliable information supports it.
So has is simple, while high in makes a stronger claim.
That is a useful difference.
My egg has vitamin D, but I will not call it a tiny yellow vitamin D sun.
That is real progress. Now let's move to a café.
I want a breakfast drink that provides some vitamin D.
I will be the café worker.
Does this drink contain vitamin D?
We use a plant-based drink, but I am not sure about the exact vitamin D amount.
Do you know which brand you use?
Yes, we use this brand.
Can I see the nutrition information?
The package is here, and the company also has official product information online.
Thank you. I will check whether it is fortified.
That sounded natural and polite.
Cafe staff may know the brand, but they may not know the exact amount.
Right. Exact nutrient information may be on the package, menu, company website, or official product information.
We should not expect every worker to know exact numbers.
That is realistic. Our third main phrase is, how much vitamin D does it contain?
How much vitamin D does it contain?
Use this when you want to ask about the amount.
Can the staff always answer?
No. They may need to check the package or official information.
So the question is useful even when the answer is, I am not sure.
Exactly. The question helps you ask clearly.
Could I also ask, is this a good source of vitamin D?
Yes, especially if the cafe has nutrition information.
But a good source still does not mean it gives me everything I need.
Correct. Here is a useful English tip. You can use does it contain for nutrients or ingredients.
Does it contain vitamin D?
That asks about a nutrient.
Does it contain dairy?
That asks about an ingredient or food group.
Does it contain eggs?
The same sentence pattern works again.
One small pattern gives me several useful questions.
That is why it is worth remembering. Let's return to the big question.
Can you get enough vitamin D from food?
In some cases, some people may obtain a meaningful amount from foods that naturally contain vitamin D and from fortified foods.
But very few foods naturally contain much vitamin D.
So getting enough from food alone may be difficult for many people.
It depends on the person's overall diet.
It also depends on serving sizes.
The vitamin D content of the specific products matters,
How often those foods are eaten matters too.
and individual vitamin D needs can differ.
That is the balanced answer.
So we should not say food can never provide enough.
Correct.
And we should not say everyone can easily get enough from food.
Also correct.
We can say, it depends.
That simple phrase is very useful in health conversations.
Fatty fish can be an important natural source.
Egg yolks usually provide some vitamin D.
Some UV-exposed mushrooms may provide more vitamin D2 than ordinary mushrooms.
And some foods and drinks have vitamin D added during production.
The exact amount may differ by product, brand, serving size, production method, and country.
That is why labels and official information are useful.
We do not need to turn breakfast into a medical calculation.
No. The goal is to understand the language and make informed everyday choices.
If someone needs personal advice, what can they do?
They can speak with a doctor, dietitian, pharmacist, or another qualified health professional.
That person can consider the listener's own diet and needs.
Yes, our conversation cannot decide that for them.
But it can stop them from choosing cereal because the box has a smiling sun.
That is already useful.
Can we compare two simple breakfast labels before we finish?
Sure. Imagine product A and product B.
Product A says, vitamin D added.
Product B lists vitamin D, but it does not explain on the front where it came from.
For product A, I know the vitamin D was added.
Yes, the wording tells you that clearly.
For product B, I may need to read more information.
Right. The ingredient list, nutrition label, or official product page may help.
So the front of the package is only the beginning.
That is often true.
What if product A has a smaller serving size than product B?
Then comparing the numbers may be less simple.
I should first check whether both amounts are listed for the same serving size.
That is a sensible step.
One product may show the amount for 1 cup.
Another may show the amount for a smaller glass.
So a bigger number does not always mean the product is automatically better for every person.
Correct. The serving and the person's food choices both matter.
I can compare, but I should not make a personal health decision from one number alone.
That is careful thinking.
What if the front says, with vitamin D, but the label gives no easy number?
You can look for more official product information.
And if I still cannot find it, I can simply say, I do not know the exact amount.
That is honest English.
I do not know the exact amount, but the package says it is fortified with vitamin D.
That sentence separates what you know from what you do not know.
That skill is useful beyond nutrition.
It is useful in many conversations.
We can say what the label shows without adding a stronger claim.
Yes. For example, the label lists vitamin D is different from this will correct a deficiency.
The second sentence makes a medical promise that the label cannot support.
Exactly. One food, one drink, or one meal should not be promised to prevent or correct vitamin D deficiency.
We can stay focused on what the product contains and how the English works.
That keeps the conversation accurate and useful.
Let me make one final grocery sentence. This cereal is fortified with vitamin D, and the label shows the amount per serving.
Clear, careful, and practical.
No sun picture needed.
None at all. Let's review only 3 important points.
First, some foods naturally contain vitamin D.
Second, some foods have vitamin D added during production.
Third, check the label because products can be different.
That is the whole recap. Now here is a small practice challenge.
Find one food or drink at home.
Read part of the label.
Then say, "This product contains."
Or say, "This product is fortified with."
You can also say, "This product does not list vitamin D."
Then practice the question. How much vitamin D does it contain?
The goal is language practice, not diagnosing yourself.
Right. Keep it simple and useful.
My short takeaway is this: food can provide vitamin D, but whether it is enough depends on many things.
And checking the label is more reliable than guessing from color.
I have learned that yellow food is not automatically full of vitamin D.
Your egg yolk can finally relax.
I will still enjoy my egg, but I will not call it a small sun.
That sounds like a peaceful ending.
Thanks for learning with us today.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. See you next time. Bye-bye.